following Diamond, his bio always had imeandikwa Rolls Royce musician of East Africa. Sijui mbona alichange, maybe juu alisha achieve hiyo kitu ako nayo. Now guys listen, hiyo gari Rolls Royce, kwanza acha nikwambie the price of this car, yeah? It ranges between 50 million Kenya shillings to 90 million Kenya shillings, depending on the customer's customization. Like, what exactly do you want in the car? Inaweza customiziwa to your preference. So his car finally landed in Tanzania. Nyumba yake inaitwa, his home inaitwa White House, okay? So ili land pale Mbezi Beach, and guys could not keep calm. I don't know if you have the video, kindly roll it and then niwaambie what that car does. So yes, that's his dream car. It's a 2021 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and it's blue in color. You've seen that, and my God, mi hata sijui niseme 90 million Kenya shillings. What's it? Now in Tanzania, I think that's like 2 billion Tanzanian shillings. Yes, that's the price. You can imagine just chucking that money for a car. And you see, by the time you buy a car, it's not like a necessity, okay? You've seen his parking lot. My God, you're in parking lot. What are you parking?
I'm like, you know, to anyone who's feeling bad about their life because you maybe are using unajoko KMT, ama you're driving a car, small car over there, something within, you know, your affordability ratio ama range. But I'll say this. It's okay to have nice things if you can afford them. And it's still okay to not have them if you don't actually need them. At the end of the day, getting from point A to point B ndio ya muhimu. So, vanity, that's what I can say. But you know, kila mtu na opinion yake. That is mine. Yes.
Man, live your dream. Live your dream.
I don't have
always
words.
Manifestation. You always want a beautiful car that is designed somehow. There is the power of manifestation. Andika mahali, I want this car. And guess what? Work towards those dreams and you will get that car. For sure.
I can't even manifest my husband. How are we going to start?
Have you
know,
started?
I can't even say those words without my chest hurting. Let me just not do it. The Kikuyu in me is just...
Okay. I'm like, I do respect people who are able to afford luxuries and all that, but never make the luxuries your God. You're going to die, you're going to leave them here somewhere, or someone will fight for them or buy them at a very cheap rate, you know. So
Ila siku nteza
it's okay to afford, but never forget, like,
ila siku nteza kusema hizo digits juu ya gari. Pia mimi nitakuwa nayo. Pia mi guy. Hey.
Oh my.
Hey. I'm not... Let's just move on. It's just really hurting me, man. It's hurting me.
Shida za kidosi.
Shida za kidosi for real.
Ndio hizo.
It was probably like the blue one or the red one.
Those were his problems.
Those are good problems to have, my guy. Congratulations to you. Anyway, let me take you to our next story, which is is definitely a sad one. We all know Brenda Johns as Mama Kingston, you know, Anamutanga President Kingston. Now, she went to her YouTube channel to share why she left the church. Now, she's openly shared about being raped in the past, but now she revealed that there's an ordeal that happened last year, which makes it, get this, the 4th time she's been raped. I can't even... It's just, let me just read exactly what, an excerpt from exactly what she said, right? So, she first started by saying that she met this guy at her church. You know, the church used to go to was called Mamlaka Hills Chapel in Ruaka, right? So she used to go there, and you know, with the way they serve tea and mandazi towards the end, see how she went. And later, when she was leaving, she met this guy. I mean, she said he was good looking and he was he was okay. He was a good guy. He used to bring her food once in a while, but she said that her first red flag was that he never knew where this guy lived, right? And he was a really nice guy. He told her, let me just read. He told me he is a divorcee, has 3 kids. We talked and liked each other. We later on met. He told me he would like to try to court me. He became used to bringing me dinner at my place at the gate. There were a lot of red flags. This guy never showed me where his house was. She continued to say he was holding 2 beers. Now the day that the ordeal happened, right? He was holding 2 beers. Like, he walked in. He came to her place, first of all, unannounced. He walked in holding 2 beers and looked like a possessed man. He puts the beer on the table and pushes me on the seat. I told him to stop it, but he couldn't listen. I pushed him away and ran to the bedroom. Before I could lock the door, he was there. He raped me as I begged him to stop. Now, he says the only thing that made him stop during the encounter is saying, obviously in the process, she was asking God why this is happening again. Like, it makes no sense. And she says the only reason that he stopped was because she told him he will remember the day his daughter will be raped. So when he got off her, she started, she found a razor and started like slitting her wrists. And that's why she no longer goes to church, because every single ordeal, including this 4th one, has been with someone from church.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll say this. The church has hurt so many people. And I always say, by the time you're seeking God, you don't seek God through people. You'll never find him there. He's someone you need to seek on your own. So if you tend to believe everything you're told without you finding for yourself, you'll find yourself in some funny situations. Sometimes you should have known better, but sometimes we choose ignorance. Sometimes we choose to do things just because we feel like, this is what society says. Nafai kuenda hivi, nafai kufanya hivi, juu imefanyika na huyu mtu wa nini. And I always say this, the demon is also in church. And not everyone goes to church, goes there for the same agenda. Kuna mtu anaenda hapo hivyo ako hunting. I don't know ana hunt kutafuta nini. Kuna mtu anaenda hapo hivyo clearly ni mtu kabisa yatafuta Mungu. But at the end of the day, just know not everyone who's in church is of God. There are people who are in church with different agendas. So,
but
and the people are hiding in
church. It's for her, it was once for it can't be. This is the 4th time. You know what I mean?
No, that's
the first
what I'm
time
saying.
it happened to a church guy, she was like, you know what, maybe it's not everyone, the 2nd one, the 3rd one, the 4th one it's been. Like, I can't blame her for not wanting to go back to church. Like, such people are the ones who ruin the church for everyone else. Because you can't tell her now to go to church. It won't even make sense to her. If she needs to talk to God by herself, let her talk to God by herself. But such kind of people, they are ruining the church for other people.
I'm truly in a limbo just thinking about what she went through. And the most hateful thing and the saddest thing is watching this man do whatever he's doing to you while he's looking at you in the eye. I don't get it. And sometimes it even happens in marriages. I was telling you about marital rape. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll call it like political, rape, as long as a woman feels violated. Whether you're in a setting where you are married, whether you're in a setting where you're courting someone, and after the whole coitus thing, they feel violated, it does not matter. That was rape, because you didn't ask for her consent. And she said no. Should have stopped, you know.
The only thing that differentiates us from animals is that we have a brain, okay? Every time you feel like having sex, it doesn't mean you have to have it. Especially if the other person doesn't want it. Like, rape is just so disgusting because there are literally people selling it for 200 bob.
And you can't justify the fact that you raped someone.
Bro,
but I'll still say this. I used to have the mentality of the church, blah, blah, blah. Because personally, I've been condemned by the church. But when you get to understand, sometimes it's not everyone in the church. The same way you go to a supermarket, you buy a packet of milk. One day you might buy a packet of milk that is spoiled. Will you go and say, hizi maziwa zote kwa hii supermarket zimeharibika? No, it's that one packet of milk. So the same way you buy nyanya unapata moja imeharibika. Utasema ni zote zimeharibika? No. So at the end of the day, I say this. Not everyone who goes to church akona the right intentions.
That's true.
Not everyone who's going to church has the right mindset. Kuna watu wanaenda hapo hivyo kujificha. Alo kusema tu bora nimeenda kanisa. I've seen people in the back who are actually nice people. Hadi unasemanga tu wow. Watu kaa wewe watupatanagi nao pia kanisa. But you get, I've seen them in bars. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to blame the whole church because of a particular ordeal. Sometimes you need to sit yourself down, ask yourself, why has this happened? 1, 2, 3, 4. many times.
Yeah.
Is it something that I do yenye nafanyanga watu wanaona nika niko na hizi intentions? You get? I'm not blaming you.
Wacha
I'm not
tuniseme-
blaming them. No, I'm not justifying this.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
saying sometimes when something happens, a lot of times, it can be a demonic attack, I'm sorry to say. But kuna vitu mingi zina happen. You need to just fight. There's something you need
Sometimes
to do,
you're
but
just
you'll figure
sick.
it out.
Sometimes it's just mental illness. I don't understand how you should rape a woman while there are people out there charging 10 shillings, which you could
Bro.
possibly just go and do whatever deed you have, or go and ease yourself however you do you want. But for Brenda Johns, man, thank you so much for sharing your story, because I'm sure there's someone that has watched or read your story and they're like, oh my God, it's not just me. Thank you for sharing your story. And you're not what happened to you, Brenda. You are who you choose to become.
Yeah.